Exactly. So how is it living with Lesbian Shade?
It's like a really weird, awkward sitcom. I had a problem where
It's like a sorority house, isn't it?
Yeah, I kept getting locked out though. They won't
We
give
can
me a
start
key.
any time now.
I've already started. They just keep fucking talking.
That's kind of what a podcast is.
Yeah.
Intro time!
It's sure. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. And try not to die.
They decided to do a podcast.
That.
This is their... The end!
Bronchitis.
Bronchitis.
And I.
So
Beautiful.
apparently, along with us not being able to count, we also can't do the intro anymore.
No.
See.
I just don't want to breathe anymore.
This kind of attention to detail is why you only have like 9 people listening to your shit.
But yet you're here again.
Because that's a Saturday and I don't have anything better to do. I only came down here to see Emily. Beyond that, if Emily wasn't going to be here, he had to bribe me with Emily to get me here.
I feel special.
Because
we get you
he
the
asked
first
me
time.
every Saturday in the fall, and every Saturday there was a meaningless college football game that was way more interesting to me.
You might want to put that...
Want to do the
rape
podcast? No,
rhinoceros
man.
back.
Alabama's playing Georgia. I need to watch it.
That's true.
Get that rape rhinoceros back. You might need it.
Rudy, I need you.
Sorry, I'm your host, Big West. Joining me, fellas, Casey
I'm here.
and Ryan.
I'm alive.
I'm not. Joining us, Lennon,
Oh, yo.
Emily,
Hey.
Stacy,
That's not my name.
and Keith Paradise.
Yeah, that's good. Great.
I just checked. The most recent podcast has 10 listens. The ones before that have about 20.
Is that it?
That's because the most recent one I posted like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
After fucking 2 weeks.
13. Yeah.
Because I forgot how to breathe.
We're just not getting the views we used to
Doesn't
because we
the-
don't get views.
Doesn't Give Him an Enema one have, like, a bunch?
13.
I thought it had more than that.
13.
Are you on... Where are you checking it?
Spreaker.
Check it on YouTube.
Oh, alright. Yeah, that one does have a lot.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
glad,
for the title alone.
I'm glad I decided to link our YouTube thing.
Stacey had a brilliant
good.
idea the other day that I have no idea why I didn't think of it. Linking the episodes to greatest hits episodes.
Oh, yeah. That is a
I
good
don't know
idea.
why I didn't do that.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
that's-
that I said that at some point in time, but you're like, no, I don't want to be like Rooster Teeth that much. We're already this far.
Yeah.
Brilliant counterpoint right there.
Yeah.
Well, you're right,
Yeah, I am.
so might as well.
But something
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
So, fuck.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Walking Dead. Yeah.
I hate you.
Yeah, one of those two things. Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's
Why
so
don't you
terrible.
drive?
That is
Why don't you
terrible.
fucking
I
drive
love it.
over a wall again and fucking
Such a
get out?
vampire.
Huh?
You're a vampire.
I got the sun in my fucking eyes here.
I didn't even know there was a window down. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
and of course, the one window in this whole facility, and the sun's blowing right into my face.
It's
So
blowing into your face.
I'm gonna be blowing onto your face in about 3 minutes here. So just like what you say. And then it'll
Yeah,
be
what do you think of that?
Then it'll be 2 roommates.
Extra precaution, get a sword and a rhino.
And a rape rhino.
And a rape rhino. So, Leonard and I went to the open mic night on Tuesday night.
We did. Oh, yeah.
We did.
That's a fucking
There were quite a
surprise.
number of things. Steven Sudia is leaving for Moldova. Moldova.
I had a Chrysler Moldova. It was had the fine Corinthian leather. It was great.
He's
Cruise
going
control.
to teach children how to read. And of course, the first thing he does, he walks up on stage right as he's like introing the show. He's like, "You know what this means? That means I'm better than all you motherfuckers." And then,
he emphasized that point very hard.
yeah, and so pretty much everyone right after that pretty much ratted on him.
Just a, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck
Pretty
you.
much. Everybody had a really great set, except for like a few choice people.
I had to spend 3 days with that son of a bitch in New York, and he's high functioning.
high functioning.
He's very high functioning.
He looks it, I guess.
Well, what was great was we got to the hotel, and the guy at the front desk looked at him, looked at me, gave us a room key. We go up to the 6th floor. There's one goddamn bed.
So what
And
did you
we
do?
We 15 minutes late. Well, first of all, we had that like Steve Martin, John Candy moment playing straight to the automobiles, where we're going. I can sleep on a floor if you like. Want to take a shower? No. Oh, you meant So finally,
I'll take a closet.
in my nicest salesperson voice ever, I went down to the front desk and was like, "Is there any way that we could get a room with 2 beds?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, there's 1 2 down from you. Why didn't you ask?" I'm like, "Why didn't you offer? You saw 2 people standing in front of you. I thought this would kind of be self-evident."
You two do make a lovely couple.
Oh, don't we?
He was probably going to retort with, "Well, gay marriage is legal here, so
And,
who am I to judge?"
So we went out and we hit a mic and we went and got some pizza, and we didn't get back to the room till 1 o'clock in the morning. And he was so exhausted, he just flopped on his bed in his clothes and didn't even get under the covers, just blank out. I had a little bit more energy and changed out of my clothes and crawled under the covers and went to sleep. Woke up the next day and we go through the whole process all over again. And he goes, "God damn it!" I said, "What?" He says, "Look at the room." And there was one bed where the sheets were all jacked up, and then there was another bed where the sheets were perfectly still and not moved. He's like, "They're gonna look and just think they lied to us. They did only need 1 bed." It's on them, not me. So
That's
no, that was
funny.
I had great fun just annoying the ever-loving piss out of him. And it's so easy to do.
Is it?
You think I'm bitchy. He's bitchy.
No, we think it's beyond bitchy.
Yeah, there's something wrong there. There's some real anger.
Let's count the number of trucks that are coming across the bridge. We're gonna hit 30 before we get to the end. 1, 2. We're gonna get 30 before 3.
You got louder on the
4.
board. The higher you
Right.
counted, the
That's
louder
right.
you got. You were like the count with a megaphone. 7,
Emily, you should
8, 9.
Emily should have been in the car with me that night. I was so irresistible. It was great. It was awesome.
That was the one. Yes.
As opposed to my normal standard irresistibility.
I think I need to
like-
go back to the hospital.
You should have been in the car with us on the way back from Bel Air.
Blair.
Dude, I still can't get over when Casey said about the "Oh Christmas Eve."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was funny.
How
How I almost killed us.
Keith thought it was funny, and then he realized how fucking funny it actually was, and he like dropped into a second gear of laughter, and it wasn't even "Oh Christmas Eve" that was making us laugh anymore. It was Keith's laughing that made us laugh. And then you're just like all over the fucking road driving a forklift.
I was laughing that hard.
Yeah.
I was like, we might die right now.
Seriously, why hasn't he thought of that yet?
Yeah, I know, right?
I guess he's not that brilliant.
He tried to have a new one
Yeah.
on Tuesday, but he basically just went for a while. Then he
Yeah.
goes, I don't remember this. I don't.
Yeah, because
Goddamn.
we think, we're not completely sure, but we
No,
think
it wasn't him.
Oh,
Because the
that's-
person was stuck under a truck.
that's too
There,
bad.
when it was really cold, there was a guy who was having problems with his truck, and he went under his truck to investigate, and his clothes froze to the ground. He was stuck under his truck for like 8 hours before he was able to get somebody to like help him and whatever. And then we hear a story about how last week Heath wasn't at the mic because he was stuck under his trailer.
Yeah, because like the first thing that happened,
fixing his
freaking Steve runs over to us. You guys are not gonna believe what just happened. Keith wasn't at the mic,
Oh, we thought it
and
was
you
dead.
want to know
Every
why?
week he's not there, we think he's dead.
It's
It's a logical conclusion.
Yeah, logical.
Yeah.
That the computer on Jeopardy, Watson, calculation number 1, Heath is dead. That's what it is. He's not there, Heath is dead.
and baffles the computer every time
Yeah.
that he's still alive. He just got angrier and angrier as he went on his set.
We were
Yeah.
actually discussing that in the car. I'm blown away that anyone listens to these podcasts because it's just inside bullshit. Who listens? Rowles? Because
No, he doesn't fucking do it. He keeps going, why am I not on the podcast? Have you listened to any podcast?
Okay.
No. Then go fuck yourself.
Here's my invitation to Rowles.
Nice visual for our audio
Now I'm going to pee on your floor.
I'm going to knock over 15 beer cans at once.
Anybody got any
Once,
donuts?
I'm going to
eat some
spit
donuts.
across the table.
I loved whenever you know that's the microphone right there.
I'm
right?
aware of that.
Okay, you
I'm aware of
keep one of those foot on the table things.
He wants to make sure that his foot gets mic time.
It gets its
I'm
proper
old. I
time.
gotta
out.
put my feet up. No,
But
we
I've seen Rowles drop a beer as he opened it. That was record time right there. It doesn't get. He might as well just thrown it up against the wall. I mean, you don't beat that. You can't beat that.
Right after well, not right after, but eventually after the show was over, us two and Erica and Mike O'Donnell were like, let's go to a diner. What we did not realize
So
when
you
we
left a diner to
go to a diner. Well, they were closed.
Yeah,
by
they
then.
stopped serving food.
Yeah, they do. You
Fuck
gotta
you.
get it before.
Fuck
Like the-
you.
Like
Gotta
the
get it
only
before-
diner
get it-
that does that.
Get it before 11, you fucking cunts.
Nah.
I mean, you know. That's right. I said cunts on a podcast. If a problem,
bad
if you
word.
have,
That's not-
if you have any problem with that, give me a call. All right. What's your number? I'm gonna call you.
He doesn't have a phone.
He doesn't have a phone.
There you go.
Oh,
Because
me?
he hates America.
Oh, yeah.
Here's my number.
11.
You send a pigeon with a letter.
Be free.
Yeah.
To call down here, you still have to like get an operator.
Well, we didn't.
Can I get
realize-
Locust 1119, please?
Hold on, let me stand for your clothes.
Exactly. Andy Griffith answers. Howdy. What the hell? Did I call another decade? How did I?
No, he called my uncle.
The phone doesn't ring, you just hear whistling.
How did I call a CB? How is that even possible?
Did you hear about that?
Let's go, Mr. Paradise.
Got a 7 and
I'll
7.
give us 7 and 7.
See, this is again back to we're taught. Why are we wasting?
No,
time
the audience.
discussing
The audience
the
knows Keith Lowe, Charlie,
Yeah.
and Heath
Okay.
very well.
sure.
I'm going to get this out right now. Okay, I don't care what you people do. You sitting in your Archie Bunker chair. That's fine. Okay, listen.
Why does the phone keep fucking ringing?
Classic phone.
Keith, quit calling the house.
It's rung 3 times while we've been down here. It never rings any other time.
You're just that popular.
Who cares? It's a phone. Get over yourself. Okay?
Yeah, I can't.
You'll live long
I
and
have a
prosper.
story about a phone.
Listen, I have made it my point to just not waste my time, any time in 2014 or any year thereafter, thinking about mediocre non-entities that aren't on my radar, which means no more Charlie jokes. That being said,
That applies to just him, by the way.
Yeah.
We can say folks all we
if
want.
you idiots want to be like in your 40s and simpletons going, folks, that's up to you. It's not on me, all right? If you want to, who's that? Who are you talking about? Some idiot we haven't seen in 15 years because we haven't written anything new since then.
Because he's been dead.
Then you just do that. But I got to tell you,
Dead for 20
I actually made the joke on the drive down to the mic on Tuesday that I will be saying folks until the day I die.
I
That'll
got-
be my last words. I'll be on my deathbed. What is it? Folks!
Accurate
I,
And
dying
that's the end, yeah.
interpretation.
I got to say something, and you guys don't follow Charlie. You're not friends with him on Facebook.
I stopped following Charlie.
Okay, well then you don't know this, and you're
I'm
going to know it
waiting
now.
for that for you to break
Okay.
that bridge.
As
I want
as
to be
I'll
there
do
for
it.
that.
I'll do it eventually.
as it's probably been discussed on this podcast. It's definitely been discussed among all of us.
Charlie's disgusting.
Disgust,
Okay, I'm sorry. Now I'm on the right page. Go on.
not disgust.
Anyway,
Moving on. As we all know, Charlie likes to boast, or maybe it's bloat, about the fact that, Dennis Miller called me a genius.
All the time.
And then yesterday, on Facebook, Baltimore comedian Mike Finazzo
I like him.
posted that he is opening for Dennis Miller upcoming. And I think I ruptured a hemorrhoid. I laughed so hard. Because wouldn't Dennis Miller want the genius to open for him? Charlie, you're just so great. You're just so smarmy. You're just a slice of Americana. And I want you to do 10 in my show. It didn't happen. Can't you see just Charlie fuming because Mike Finazzo is everything that Charlie hates? He's a Baltimore comic that's in with Color Me Funny. He's a hipster, and he's going to open for his hero. And can't you just picture him seething?
Yeah.
You know he's like sending emails to Dennis going, I don't know if I told you this or not, but I kind of dabble in comedy myself. You know, I love that. I get some mics from time to time. I used to book my own show. I could get you at a place called the Shipwreck. I get you dinner. $50 a dinner. They'll give me dinner. I don't work there. I love that. I mean, that was the best New Year's. That was the best New Year's gift for me. Is that freaking corn pone who just thinks the world of Dennis Miller, now Mike Finazzo. And yes, Mike's a great dude. Mike's a wonderful guy.
I think he's funny as hell.
So anyway, we got to the diner.
You're
I'm
done,
going to
Keith.
continue.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Your time is up. Didn't you see the light? We were giving you a light, and that's...
I was checking out Emily. I really was paying attention.
Big rhinoceros!
I was looking at her cleavage. It was, you know.
I'm not even wearing that
You're
kind of
not,
shirt.
you're not even wearing cleavage.
I don't have my cleavage
I forgot to
on
put
today.
it on today.
I was visualizing cleavage. Is that better?
Well, your brain's wrong. It's not there. It doesn't exist. So.
Anyway.
You want to put a bet on that? Because I bet I could find something.
Anywho.
So, continue.
I think I will. Eventually.
You wanted to go.
No, please, continue.
We
No,
should
go on.
was
listen.
before I knew
Listen.
you.
Listen. All
No
joking
segue.
aside, you don't invite me down and then expect me to not hijack it. All right. All joking aside,
Yeah.
we should start the rumor that you and I have had sex because you know Aaron Stauffer's head would explode.
Oh my god, he.
I wanted to be the thing, and he died, and I wouldn't care.
No,
I
but
feel
it'd
like
be
it would
funny.
sound like a speeding up.
That's like my level of genius.
We'll do it.
I
I think we should do it. I really do.
Wait, should you
Could you
spread the
live?
rumor or
Could
should
you
I
live
do it?
with admitting the shame of saying that you and I had sex, even though we didn't?
Nobody listens to us anyway.
Because you're gonna have to be like, we did one night. You know, you're gonna have to go along with it.
Tell
You're
them it
gonna
was
have
at the
That
diner.
means your gut instinct can't be. No,
You
I
have-
mean,
you have to hope that nobody asks
I gotta
you for
turn that
details.
cringe into like a not grimace.
Yeah.
Tell them it was at the diner.
Yes.
it was at John's diner.
pick Stephanie's brain. She can give you some details about how mediocre I am. That way, if anybody asks, you have some sort of background. You know what I mean?
No, I already know how you are. She
That
does,
doesn't surprise me.
she does not spare details.
No, she doesn't.
So yeah.
So I'm
She's
guessing
a-
she was bored the whole time.
I'm not divulging that information.
I was
awesome.
bored the whole time.
Like checking your
She's
phone.
she's a sweetheart, but she's a flake.
Yeah.
She's an utter flake. You know, she was involved with like one dude, and then like got bored with him, and then started with another dude, and then the dude that she got bored with bought her a diamond necklace, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck." And I'm like, "What?"
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You should.
She showed it to me, and she's telling me about all this stuff, and she's like, "But I don't think I like him. I think I like this other guy."
Then what you do in that scenario is you give the necklace back.
Yeah.
You don't accept a gift that nice from somebody you don't like in that way.
But it's super pretty, and I don't have nice things.
Well, you know what it is? It's she's a clam, and that's what clam do.
That's how a clam do.
And I'm not saying all women are clam. I'm saying that's what clam do. A clam with morals. A clam with morals and dignity isn't a clam. A woman with morals and dignity would just say, "Listen, that was nice of you, but I can't accept this. This is
These are true facts about the clam.
Those videos are
I
all
love those
fantastic.
videos.
I've seen every single one of them.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
So you get to the diner.
What?
The diner.
Yes.
But anyway, I
Okay,
wanted
no,
to say, I love
I'll
the
get
thing.
to it eventually.
I love the thing that you sent me up front, that you sent Aaron, that said, "I am getting serious about actually having a clam bake." And Aaron replied with, "I don't eat clam." And you replied with, "Oh, the irony." It's funny as fuck.
No, we were sitting there New Year's Eve, and I was trying to figure out why us open mic comics that ain't got shit going on New Year's Eve didn't just throw a party. And I think the biggest reason is that we're lazy. And the second biggest reason is we're lazy. And then the third biggest reason is we probably don't want Aaron, like, mooching our food, trying to fuck some random woman in our beds. And then I realized that, like, Liz Curtis put a party together, and I just totally forgot. I was like, oh, wait, somebody did put effort in. I'm just stupid and forgot. Aaron would totally explode if he thought that, like, I exploded all over your face.
Yeah.
Visuals.
He would kill himself.
I know, I'd love it.
It'd be great.
So love it.
Break a gasket.
And I just like screwing with you. I'm really not all. You're too young for me. I just like dicking with you because I love watching. I love watching your face. I love watching your face just get like shamefully embarrassed, like you're squirming, like you really want to get like we're in a car together and you just want to get out. You know?
Yeah.
I like that. It makes me laugh because I'm a bit of a bastard.
A bit, little bit.
Okay, a little bit, yeah. Actually, I went into a joke in New York in an open mic, and those people didn't know me from Adam. And it was my joke about going to Target, and I said I got yelled at Target by a woman because I'm an asshole. And the whole room bust out laughing. I was like, you've only known me 2.5 minutes, and you already know I'm a prick. That's kind of impressive.
It's a vibe, yeah. It's a vibe.
Bad, man.
Met a woman at that open mic. I can't complain too well. Yeah.
So when we got to the diner,
You need to move this faster, dude.
I will.
I like the name that
We're
you
trampling
gave this
on.
podcast.
Listen, we're trampling on.
Because it's great.
It fits.
It's great.
We're not. No, we're not.
We're
going
trampling on you like the old lady at the front door at Walmart on Black Friday. She goes down and everyone's right over top, stepping on your head. We don't care.
After
Move.
all that is over, you want a sticker? The one thing we did not expect when we got there was 2 cops showing up, domestic violence going on in the parking lot,
Yeah.
and the dude.
The funniest part is that they parked in Mike O'Donnell, who when they found out the cops were showing up, was like, man, I should get out of here.
He said he had a busted taillight.
Yeah.
Busted taillight. Knowing him, he probably had like a gram of weed in the car.
In the taillight.
Yeah, in the taillight. Yeah.
That's why
Like hanging
That's why,
out.
that's why it's
Hanging
busted.
out
He had
of
to
the
get
taillight.
to it, yeah. And they parked him in.
Yeah, we gave all the cops names because we couldn't. There's Kid Cop, he looks like he's 15.
I thought Kid Cop would look like Kid Rock. He'd have like a mullet and be screaming. Drinking a Bud Light or whatever that was that he was doing an endorsement for. Screaming, somebody's got to feel this.
But the one thing that I really, really wanted to talk about is
White
this-
people. Let's do it. Come on.
he was not white, but yeah. This morning I was watching the news, and remember that that story I told a couple podcasts ago when I was changing my tire, and this guy who talked really fast, like he was on crack or something. He got arrested.
Really?
I saw it on the news this morning. He got arrested for lighting a playground on fire. Same guy who goes up to us while I'm trying to change this tire. You want to send me any help on it? Because my brothers and sisters, I always need help. Lord knows I gotta help my brothers and sisters. I was like, that guy got arrested.
Listen, the C wouldn't saw. And it pissed him off. The teeter wouldn't totter. And he was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
He probably got on one of those things that was like a duck. That was on a spring. You know what I mean? And he rocked back. And it just went pong and went the whole way back and kicked him off.
He's like, man, you know what? Playground equipment? No, I don't do playground equipment.
And he's like, somebody's gonna pay.
I got a match in my pocket. I'm gonna lit all this table on fire because my man, no, my brothers and sisters, they don't need to do this shit. I'm gonna need to light this shit on fire. I mean, go away.
Someone's got to pay, and it's going to be this duck.
Yeah, and the duck and the little goosey next to it, and then that little airplane, because they come as a triplet.
One.
Yeah, you can't buy one without the other one.
You know what probably happened is he probably wanted to swing on the swing set, and they put the swings in for the year because it's wintertime. And he said, "Well, fuck this. We're burning this bitch down.
Of course. Naturally.
That sounds about right.
Wes, tell your story.
No, I'm good. I'm fine listening.
You're not going to tell you.
What's the story? Now I gotta hear this story. Come on.
No.
I gotta hear this. Somebody's gotta hear this.
He's too busy being sick.
Yeah. Dude, okay. I've been sick for 2 weeks with bronchitis. I am now getting over it. My doctor
For once,
gave
he's
me,
not the one yelling and screaming all
Yeah.
over the place.
My doctor gave me codeine to, like,
Woo!
yeah, the fucking cough syrup codeine, or cough syrup with codeine to, like, help me stop coughing and sleep and shit. Codeine doesn't do anything for me.
Oh.
Except give me weird-ass dreams.
Oh, that's the best.
And the weird-ass dream that I had, I was still working at Amazon, and I'm working...
Clamazon.
Huh?
It's Clamazon. They sell women's books.
I was still working at Amazon. All of a sudden, there's a... like, that happened.
That sound exactly.
Yeah. And it's a year later from whatever the fuck time was going on. And Emily and I are having a baby. And the doctor brings the baby
Red
back.
rhinoceros.
And it looks like Keith.
No. The doctor brings the baby back.
Whoa.
Bitchin'. Oh shit! Oh man, that's good.
It's a little. It's a
That's
baby's
a
body.
terrible joke.
It's a baby's body
Terrible.
with Kyle's adult head, like beard and glasses and everything.
So it was Kyle's baby then. That's what you're saying.
Well, I knew it was a dream, but
What was your first
Yeah, what gave it away?
well, like,
Was it the?
I think Cody gives me lucid dreams because like my subconscious is like, dude, this isn't fucking real. Like, no.
And then the codeine's like,
You must continue dreaming. For the sake of humanity, you must drink him.
exactly like that. In action.
So
perfect
then-
imitation.
Eventually, I walk down to the maternity ward and I'm looking through the window at all the babies. 90% of the babies have adult-sized heads, and they're all people that I know. And they're just, and like it's fucking normal. Like no one's questioning this, and I'm like my subconscious knows it's a dream. Is like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Is this real?
and like at one point, I felt myself go, you need to stop drinking. Alcohol is bad. Wait, I know that guy. I knew everybody. There was like 2 people I worked with, someone who I haven't seen in like 5 years. Fucking like I knew everybody.
40 years.
The other 10.
Emu. Or is this an emu? For no reason.
Is that what they sound like?
I don't know.
The
Never
other
seen them.
10% were actual babies. Turns out they're dying. Because if you're not
Because
born
they
with
have adult heads.
yeah, if you're not born with a big ass head, you're gonna fucking die.
Interesting.
That's when I woke up and I'm like, I'm
And
fucking
he
done
killed it.
sleeping.
And
I'm done. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
And that was the day that Wes killed
Yeah.
himself.
I just sat in the middle of my bed. I'm like, I'm fucking done. I'm not.
Little
doing
does
this
he
anymore.
know.
I do that every morning.
My question is, did you ever find your actual child?
No, I didn't go back. I'm like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, right after he dreamed that, Wes killed himself. But the problem being, when you die, you turn into a baby with an adult-sized head.
I think I gave up on trying to sleep with my weird sickness stuff going on. When I woke up for the 4th time arguing with the couch, I was just done.
No,
Oh, yeah.
more comfy.
Yeah,
You know what? What's fucked up is the couch won the argument.
Dude, that couch is like wicked
Master,
faster than
that
this.
couch was in
a
debate club.
master debater.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
Last week, for 4 days, I had 102 fever straight,
Jesus.
and codeine and fever-induced dreams.
Oh my god.
I ended up getting in an argument with the dehumidifier because I fell asleep and it didn't want me to sleep. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm tired, all I want to do is sleep. He's like, no, I don't give a shit. You don't need to sleep right now. Sleep is not important. I ended up throwing the bucket at it. I broke it. My mom comes out. What'd you do? I threw the bucket at the dehumidifier because it told me sleep wasn't important, and it made me upset. And it just threw up all over the fire.
Oh man, I've never had dreams like that, but I want to. I really do.
I don't.
No, you
dream.
don't.
Yeah, I do. Just once. Just once.
I don't dream.
At that point, I like loved and hated being me.
He texted me about it too.
I texted her
I was at
about it.
work and I got this text.
And then his cell phone started arguing with him. Listen, you don't need to sleep right now. Fucking cell phone.
No, that's when I'm.
Oh wait, I called Emily. No, it
Yeah.
was talking to me. Go ahead.
No, my phone does that when I'm not sick.
Talk to you.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, you need to be up and doing shit on me right now. I don't want to. Fuck you.
I had an ex-girlfriend get mad at me because she dreamed that I fucked someone else.
Wow.
I was like, I didn't do it, right? Just, we're on the same page, right? I didn't actually do it because I don't remember if I did. If I actually fucked your best friend, I really hope I remember that. Because she's kind of hot.
You shaving it?
Don't make fun of Rudy.
You named it Rudy.
You are
Rudy
dragging.
the rape
You're
rhinoceros.
dragging a plastic cutlass across a stuffed
But I'm the
rhino.
crazy one for flirting with him.
Well, yeah, you are actually, because you're flirting with me. And this is just a token of my sanity.
Yeah. You kind of got this Gallagher thing going on right
Actually,
now.
no, this is what I'm
Were you gonna
doing.
take a mallet
It's
to
more
a
like
water
Grinding sword on the rhino.
No, okay?
That's some really rough skin.
Okay, guys, it's got like this velvet type stuff on it, and if you touch it, then it messes up the way that everything goes.
Yeah, that's
and
every
so
stuffed animal ever made ever.
I gotta straighten it out. That's all that's happening. It's massive OCD is happening.
Are you
Don't
turning
you dare let in!
So, unlike your bullshit dreams, this actually happened. We were on a train in New York and a mariachi band got on and played for 2 exits. They got the fuck off. Which was really interesting because apparently this is a frequent occurrence in New York, which is another reason why I need to move there. Steve and I took the train to Brooklyn on Friday and just kind of hung out. And we had talked on Clam Track on the way up to New York. Somehow we got on the subject of music, and Steve has a degree in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow we got on mariachi music, and I said mariachi music and polkas are pretty much the same thing, just a different language.
Yeah.
Same bass,
It's
got
about
the
right.
same elements. It's the same thing.
Kind of like how all Spanish or Mexican pop songs all have the same beat.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We already have a
All
comic who
the
does
same.
it. We don't need to recreate it. Anyways. So we're on the train.
Do you randomly sometimes go, it's gonna be huge?
No.
Too? Oh, I do that a lot. Rowles told me.
But I was in the
I
was in the Capitol Diner on Wednesday eating, and Carly Simon came on, and I started going, "You're so vague. You probably think the schlong is about." I gotta go. I gotta move away from you people, where everything's an inside joke. And anyways, we're on the train. We're on like the freaking 6 train heading to Brooklyn. No, we're on the 2 train heading to Brooklyn.
Oh, thank God you cleared that up.
Well, hey, but they got on at like Times Square. 4 guys come running on and boom, 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 boom. Hey, that's a dollar in a bottle. For like, they have 2 exits, right? And nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit. No, nobody gives a shit. One woman's on her phone. Another guy's like scratching his balls. No one gives a shit. Got a 3-man mariachi band. Another guy's walking around the hat going, "Oh, please, please, be generous, be blessed." And they realize nobody's giving them any fucking money, and they scram at the next exit, got off playing.
Yeah.
Like boom, 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 boom. And they running to the next train.
It's kind of like how in Times Square you see loads and loads of mascots.
Yeah, and nobody said shit. Nobody did shit. No one acknowledged shit. And Sudi is sitting next to me to my right, and I'm on my phone. And Steve just pops his head up and goes, "You're absolutely right. They have the same components as polka." He said, "I saw a bass, I saw a trumpet, and I saw an accordion. That's the nucleus of polka. You were absolutely right." And then he went back to texting someone. I was like, You're not functioning, man. There's something wrong with you.
I want to form that band, the nucleus of polka.
Oh, I got a trumpet. Let's do it.
I know somebody with an accordion. We can make this
I have a
happen.
bass.
We can make this happen.
I have a ukulele.
Nobody
What?
cares.
I think that was a fever dream starting
Just
right
want to be
there.
included. So as you all know,
Okay.
It sounded like somebody in soccer who scored a goal.
So as you know,
Fuck was that?
you said it. I had to interpret it.
Correct.
I enjoy trolling telemarketers whenever they call. And I have a story.
Heard this story.
Yeah, you heard the story.
I was there. When it happened.
Stacy was there when it happened, and she was trying very hard not to laugh to give everything away.
I was rolling on the floor.
You're
That's
rolling on the floor. You're peeing and eating donuts.
and saying, "I'm so good at Zelda. Watch how good I am at Zelda."
You guys all suck. I'm better than all of you.
I only need one fairy at most.
Giant holes in your shirt.
So yeah,
The shirt covering less stomach.
It's like a crop top. It really is. It's like a
It's like
loose,
40%,
It's like a
60%.
loose fitting crop top.
anyway, I pick up the phone. I had this one planned for quite some time. I just haven't actually used it yet.
Right.
I answered. I went, "Hello? Hello. My name is John, and I would like to talk to you." Dude, John! John, I thought I recognized your voice. I haven't seen you for so long, man. It's been since like 1995, man. Dude, I haven't seen you in so long. How you been? I would like to tell you about the new offer that we have here. Dude, John, dude, John. Where you been, man? It's been so long. Dude, we need to go back to that bar we used to go to, man. Man, we gotta catch up, man. Seriously. It's been so long. Where you been? I'm in Canada. Dude, what a coincidence. So am I. Dude, we gotta find each other, man. You gotta tell me where you are, man. I'm in Canada. He was not giving me very much. He was.
Gee, I wonder why. I
Yeah.
wonder why he was not divulging into, more specifically, where he was in Canada.
Well, his main two
Canada.
responses were, "I'm in Canada," and the other one, "I'd like to tell you about him," and go off on his thing. He wasn't like, because with the other one, where the "why don't you tell me you love me," like they were participating. This guy was just kind of like ignoring whatever I had to say and tell me the basics. But I kept going. I said, "Dude, yeah, well, we need to catch up sometime. We need to go to that bar or something. Man, where are you in Canada, man? Just tell me where you are." He wouldn't tell me. I'm like, "I got the kids up here. Man, we were going to go on vacation. It's such a coincidence that you're up here, man. We got to catch up." Kids? Yeah, man, I told you it's been a long time. Because I have kids now. I'm married, man. What about you? Did you hook up with Rachel? I totally know you hooked up with Rachel. Is that where you were? Is that where you were? Is that where you ended up? I am in Canada.
I hooked up with Canada.
I literally married the entire nation of Canada. They were having an affair with Great Britain, but I won them over.
Cut them and stop that shit.
So I kept asking him where he was in Canada, but eventually he just stopped. I don't know if he hung up or he was just listening and just waiting for me to say something else, so I would allow him to continue with his telemarketing speech. But he didn't say anything, so I just went, "Well, fuck you, man! I don't need you anyway!" Click. And that's how it ended. It wasn't that spectacular. However, I do have an idea in the works that when I have completed all of the necessary things to bring it up, and I get a call from a telemarketer, it will be the new top one.
Glorious.
So I had this idea in which... yeah.
It'd be phenomenal.
It is.
Am I the only one who listens to the Jim Rome show in this room?
Yep.
Yep.
There's sports fans here. That's sad.
I had an
Sports
idea
Example.
to start up... I'm going to invent the cash call. In which...
Ooh.
Yeah. In which...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, bring it.
So, my idea is I'm gonna write down a whole bunch of.
You're the
trivia
ninth
questions.
caller, like that kind of shit.
No, not even that. Like that show Cash Cab
Yeah.
with the guy in the cab, and he answered you at.
It's the guy from Ford.
It is. Yes, it is.
Wait, you answer the questions that he gives you and you win money and all that. So I'm gonna do the same sort of thing with shut up, dogs. With telemarketers who call me.
Bridget and Nicole there.
Oh God.
So, like, it'll, like, say it's an Indian person getting, like, calls me and I go, yeah, hello, who is this? I'd like to tell you about the new offer. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's great. Hey, guess what? What? You're on Cash Call. It's a TV game show that takes place right here on this phone call.
Oh, was that the cash cab thing?
It was.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I
That's
know.
what
Listen.
Wow.
Listen. You're
I'm
gonna
lost.
listen.
Yes.
You're gonna need more powerful speakers because if that goes over a phone, especially those shitty telemarketer phones.
Yeah, I didn't have it up at
It's
full
gonna
blast.
sound like someone flushed a toilet.
I didn't have it on full blast. I just had it up on
That guy just take a shit.
Guess what?
But I'm gonna like have the whole speech through. I'm gonna make rules and everything, and I'm gonna ask the people questions. And if they play along, it's gonna be fantastic.
That will be amazing.
I'm gonna see if I can do it. I won't be able to do it for a while since I'm going back to college. But when I come back and I get a call, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna talk
They
about
better
it.
watch the fuck out.
You better record that conversation.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah,
record
really.
it. Yeah.
I wish I wasn't getting a job as a welder,
Are you now?
and
A lot of people
I
think
now
that.
want to get a job as a telemarketer, so I can call you.
Yeah, why make $25 an hour when you can make 12?
Yeah. I just want to call
Shut
him.
you the fuck down.
I just want to call him and go
It's
with
like
it.
an Aaron
and
style
see
for
what I
answer.
get.
I want to be a telemarketer.
I
Just so you can call people.
yeah.
He called me all day.
My sister was a telemarketer for like 2 days before they fired her. She couldn't get anyone to buy what she was selling.
What was she selling?
I don't know. She's probably selling herself, trying to be a whore, and she's not
She is
working.
quite
Yeah,
whorish.
you got a number?
I got a
I
friend.
think we were talking about this the other day. Like, maybe I should offer Keith my sister to Keith Paradise, but then that's too good for him.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that would kill him. He'd be like, I don't want to be with this bitch.
You don't. You don't.
I say that about 90% of
That's
the people.
this type of clam is the clam that you don't want.
Why? Well, go on.
Divulge.
I'll let you take this
Oh
one
God, where do I start?
Anywhere.
anywhere, literally anywhere.
Let's see. She doesn't have any friends because she's a bitch, but she doesn't realize that because she's too busy thinking that she's pretty when she's really not. Because she's just horrible and she's evil, and she will literally destroy you, and there will be nothing left because that's what destroying means. And
Thanks for
Scientific,
clarifying.
Yeah.
thanks for clarifying.
Clamifying, exactly.
And then Mythbusters.
I think we should do a show called Mythbusters.
Will we go to Heath's house?
Yeah!
Yes.
There's nothing in my garage.
My sister just let the dog eat lighter fluid the other day. And then she called me, Emily, what do I do? How much was it? I don't know how much it ate. We weren't paying attention. There's enough to make his breath smell like lighter fluid.
Tell him to burp
A
and put
shot
your hand
glass.
next to
A
him.
shot glass could do that.
And then, so I'm trying, because I had just gotten off of work, so all I had to do was just go and ask
Does she
the
have a
vet.
fireplace in her house?
I just-
You don't want that dog to fart.
I was like,
You'll have problems.
when did it eat it? 2 hours ago. Why aren't you at the vet yet? Because we just noticed.
Just never-
What do we
Hate when
do?
that happens.
I'm like, she's like, is it gonna die? I don't know. You're the one that fed it lighter fluid.
Yeah, really.
You tell me.
I would have been like, as long as it's not chocolate, it's fucking fine.
I don't know that's true.
Hey, alright. I was always told dogs can't eat chocolate or they'll die.
Right.
I was never told dogs can't eat lighter fluid or they'll die.
He got me there.
Cats can't eat.
Lighter fluid.
Yeah, that's. They look at. Ah!
They can't eat a lot of things.
Was that like strawberries or something?
Other
like
cats.
Dogs can't eat onions.
You were telling me that there was some food that if they even like taste it, they just die. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Marijuana.
But one more
It's like,
thing.
is it like seagulls and rice? Where like the rice just swells up until it explodes? Because I think that'd be fun to just be at the beach and see. Ah! Jesus Christ!
It'd be like a human version of Angry Birds.
Yeah,
I kind of want to see.
Just holy.
On a similar note, I want to see what happens if you give energy pills or energy drinks to squirrels. Do they just run really fast? Or they just explode on the spot?
Do circles for hours.
They teleport. They literally teleport. They travel through time.
They accelerate at such a high speed, everything just goes
88
really
miles per
slow.
hour.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
Yeah.
oh, how about that?
I can hide these nuts.
I'm going to hide these nuts back in 1947.
They're going to be worth so much money.
When we come back, we're going to be fucking trees. And now, who's ahead?
And then the people on Pawn Stars are like, I'm going to give you $20 for them. That's the best I can do.
How did we create a storyline where squirrels are selling nuts at Pawn Stars? Time-traveling squirrels.
Next animation coming up.
Yeah. It's coming. It's
Oh,
there.
God. There was one other thing I was going to say about my my cash call idea. I'm going to give them 2 shout-outs, like in the show. In the show, you can either call someone on a cell phone,
Right.
or talk to someone outside and just like a passing stranger, ask them the question.
Yeah.
For this one, I'm going to say you can either consult one of your coworkers in one of the other cubicles. Don't even check and see if they're on another call. Just
ask him
interrupt
the
them.
question. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't even tell
because
him what's going
it'll
on.
be fun for both me, the guy asking the question, and the person on the line of the other person
Oh yeah.
receiving the question. And the other one, look it up on Wikipedia. You never know if you're going to be right.
That's funny.
So yeah.
I can't wait for that.
I'm gonna try as many times as I can to see if anyone will participate. I
Yeah.
have no idea if anyone will.
It'd be the best.
I'm hoping they're Indian because Indians don't understand the same level of humor that we understand. They have their own set of humor all the way over there. So it'll be interesting.
Over on that side of the room.
Yeah, it's all the way over there by
Yeah.
the weight equipment.
Yeah. That's where it is.
Yeah.
That's why Dan doesn't participate.
His humor's over there
He's
with
got-
the weight
he's-
equipment.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't know. Maybe the weight equipment's actually hilarious.
Never
It's over there.
We
It's
haven't
over there
mentioned-
doing
Just
its own
fall,
thing.
all you have to do is fall asleep over there and start arguing with them, and then we'll find out.
Let's do it.
It's not right.
Well, no, he breaks it after the argument. See,
Yeah.
the couch is still intact.
Yeah.
I'd like
So-
to see you break that weight equipment.
Ohio.
Probably snap a couple cords, but
It's
other than
Wesley.
The white one snaps.
that, yeah, there you go. There
You
you
gotta
go.
watch for that.
I'm glad I don't have to deal with that professor anymore. Oh God, the one time we were at Lee's buffet, it was everyone on the podcast, and Erica was there.
She was on the
And-
podcast.
Yeah, that's what, 'cause she was on the podcast.
Yeah.
We were all there. We just while we were waiting for something to happen, somebody had to leave
Yeah, it was us.
a while later, like
Yeah.
an hour after. We just sat there and just told professor horror stories
Yeah.
for an hour.
And I talked about my professor, Professor Zunkwalakuk.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
remembered that name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zoom wall.
Mine got so much worse. My horror stories.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Let's hear one.
I'm being blackmailed, threatened, and the works by
What?
this one teacher. Yeah.
What for?
She says harassment, but it's interesting.
She
'cause
says the
she's
word
the one
harassment at
doing
you.
harassment. She's threatening to sue me for harassment. She's blackmailing me with the lawsuit. Should I go to any of the higher ups, and expulsion? Should I say anything to anyone? So, shh, guys.
Listens
Quiet.
to us anyway.
It's a
Quiet.
good thing no one
Internet.
listens to this.
That's a good thing no one listens to it.
Yeah,
Well,
be
none
quiet,
of you
internet.
know what school I go to, so it's okay.
Right.
All of them.
If you want, I can kick her butt for you.
But yeah.
Zoom koala
So
cookies.
she said like she started listing off names of people who are on her side who she's talked to, and then I'll get expelled if I talk to, including but not limited to both deans, every single science teacher ever, even the dead ones. She yelled at their graves. The chick who's in charge of the chapel, everyone in the guidance department, the chick in charge of residence life,
I heard chicken in that sentence.
and security,
I did as well. Yeah.
and security, and a janitor. Apparently, the janitor's
Just
on her
one,
side.
though.
Just the one.
He can't be trusted. He's got his broom and his mop.
Sees you walking by,
I don't
just
know about
stares at you the whole time you walk
So,
by.
it's great. I have to
Marty's
set up for a
face.
counter suit while taking this class because, if she even thinks that I'm thinking something about her, she'll have me expelled.
And what brought this on to start with?
Well, she hated me, and I went because everyone's like, it essentially all the students doing he said, she said stuff, and that teacher singled me out because I'm a strong character and people look up to me or something.
Because you're.
It's stupid.
The reason
So-
that she's all mad at you and everything is because she heard a rumor that you had sex with Keith Paradise. Pissed.
The time traveling squirrels told her.
Full circle.
So
This is turning
this
into an Eddie
teacher's
Izzard
being
set.
harsh to me. So what do? I bitch to my friends about it.
Yeah.
And apparently that's breaking honor codes. That's harassment. She can sue me for bitching. I'm not bitching to
Boy,
professors.
Keith, if you can get sued for bitching, you are fucked.
That's why I don't have any money.
But yeah, so that's essentially why it is.
Every week there's a new subpoena.
Subpoena's a funny word.
Because she's like making
Funky
up all
cold
these
subpoena.
rules, saying I broke them and all this stuff. She's lying to
She wants you
higher-ups.
so bad. That's what this comes down to.
Maybe.
Given the
Introduce
school,
her to Sherry.
given the school.
Oh,
She's
she
one-
thinks I'm trying to kill her. She told me that.
She's one of those kids in kindergarten that is mean to you, which is code for I like you.
She said she fears for her life when I'm around. I had to turn in a piece of paper with a.
Because you got those threatening socks on.
They're just white.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, my racist socks.
Against a white
I read
old
that
person.
children's book.
Yeah.
My racist socks. Yeah.
I was not
But,
banned, my race.
I had to turn in a piece of paper that a friend had spilled tea on. So it had a tea stain on it. And she thought I was trying to poison her. She told me that very seriously. Because at first I thought she was joking. So I was like, ah. And she said, I'm serious. I was like, that's a tea stain. She's like, I don't know that. I'm like, well, I just told you. And she's like, you could put chemicals on it. You know the hazards of chemicals. She's
That's
a
why she
chemistry
won't let you talk to the
She likes
science
She likes
professors.
to lick
And
papers.
she even told me. So she thinks I'm trying to kill her. And then she
Was she
said,
a philosophy professor?
chemistry.
Okay,
all
now
the
I'm
chemicals.
confused.
No, she's making
She's on the
meth.
chemicals.
But, no. So she thinks I'm trying to kill her. And then she tells me, she said, and I quote, if I was to go home and shoot myself in the head, whose fault would it be? Yours or the school for not punishing you? So she's threatening me with suicide too. Like she's blaming me for her suicide.
Why have you not talked to the administration about this person yet?
I don't have any proof, and she is a very manipulative, lying person.
Hey, that sounds like
The
you're
next
yeah,
time
yeah.
I see her, I'm gonna have a recording device and be like, "Hey, remember when you said you were gonna kill yourself? Haha, good times." And just
that'll
just
set
casually-
No, what she'd do is
Casually
she'd
bring it.
behave like you just business as usual and rope her into it, because if you start recalling things, she's going to think you have a recording device on you.
Yeah.
She does
You've
sound
been
like
to-
the
She
kind of
thinks
through
person.
this
she
before,
thinks
I
I'm
can
armed
tell.
to the teeth to take her life at any second. I don't think.
She has a nuke
That
in her
being said,
pocket.
she wants you so bad.
If I
Listen.
were you during that whole, this isn't a tea stain, this is poison, I would like,
Listen.
Okay, it's fucking poison.
Here's what you need to do. First of all, you need to go see her with a little bit, what your little A cups popping out of the top.
Okay.
And then if you don't,
See,
you're
he
kind of
has a
tomboyish, so you need to go and invest yourself in a pair of thong underwear.
Okay, I can do that. And I have Guess boots that are really nice.
There you
and
go.
a matching,
there you go.
custom leather jacket.
That's what I'm
It's
talking about.
classy.
You want the fuck me boots. There you go.
Okay.
Actually, you don't want the jacket because
You don't want to get fucked
you're
by
gonna want to
the
do
boots.
that thing where you get you bend over to get something out of your book bag, and that pink thong's just popping out the top. And now you got cleavage out the top. You got some booty hanging out. You're giving her something to think about. She's gonna be engaged in some heavy bean flicking in like 2 minutes. It's gonna be insane.
She's suddenly going to be like,
And
I
then
suddenly have an affiliate.
Affinity.
Erection?
Yes, affinity.
Yeah.
That's the word I was like.
And
Suddenly I have
then-
affinity for clam.
Then you don't want a recording device. You want a video camera because you have open lewdness. This woman is masturbating to you. And then you're going to own the school. It's going to be called the University of Emily. And I'm going to be your football coach. You're going to start a football team. And
The
we're
Clams.
the Fighting Clams.
You'll just pitch them into
Clams.
shape.
The Emily State Fighting Clams.
If this football team loses a game, they'll have to deal with a speech by him
Exactly.
bitching about it.
Exactly.
So they'll be champions.
Exactly. We'll
If
be
this
undefeated.
if
We'll
this
beat
team
Alabama
wins-
and Notre Dame. It won't matter.
The Fighting Clams don't get with our clits.
You need a Dear Abby in a
I
newspaper.
do. I really do. Dear Clabby.
Yeah, and her.
Yeah!
You should have one dealing with just fat people. Dear Flabby.
Dear Flabby. Everybody, I would
People who have
respond
got
to everybody.
accents, they're stabby.
I would respond to everyone as Rowles. His name would be Butch in Des Moines, and I'd be like, "Thanks for writing, Rowles."
You could have one just for perverts. Dear Grabby. I think
People
we
for
just-
I'm a one for
Riley.
dead people, Dear Slabby.
People, one's for Riley. Dear Stabby.
Oh man.
I think we just invented the new
But
game.
yeah, I think we did too.
See,
What would the
you can't
fights?
invent those. I will
Here-
win all the time.
Well, here's the question: what would the fight song be for the Emily State Fighting Clams?
I will write one.
We are the clams.
I don't know where to go from there.
That's it.
I'm not fucking
You hear
Beethoven.
that?
You
You
can't
know
expect
the
me to-
clams are coming.
There's like a huge
I-
fanfare or something. Like to start it off, you play one chord
Clam
and everybody's
fair.
like, yeah!
There's a big clam fair.
Fair. Awesome.
That's the best.
The clam band starts playing. You watch out.
The Fighting Clam Band, yeah. They wear shells on their heads.
I feel like this could turn out to be a really bad episode of SpongeBob.
Actually, the fight song would be "Clam on the Run."
Yeah.
Clam on the
They all
run.
play. They all.
Every time we run the ball.
I don't know. I like the word
They all
American
stay-
Clam. I think that's the one.
They all get into the they play the song on the clam band bandstand.
American Clam Stand.
Oh my god.
Les falls while watching a game. The Clambulance shows up.
Somebody call me a Clambulance. I fell again.
Maybe
I
that's
might-
why the
I
views
don't know
are
who any of you people are. I think I have clamnesia.
Yep. They're,
Emily State Football is brought to you by Clamborghini. When
I
you're
heard-
in the market for a new sports car, you want Clamborghini.
I heard the finals at
Dude,
the
I feel
University
so
of Emily are very, very hard. You got to clam for those
An
finals.
Aventador.
What?
The Aventador. Lamborghinis. Yeah,
Oh,
I like them.
good for
Blob
you.
numbers.
Good for you. We
Number
can,
87 is benched with the clam cushion.
There's a coworker at my minimum job. Or
Yep.
my minimum.
I heard there's
my minimum wage.
I heard there's a foreign exchange. I heard there was a foreign exchange student for Clamsterdam.
Yeah,
Yep.
but there's this guy at my workplace which pays minimum wage, and he sent me a picture of his garage. Oh yeah, he also drives a brand new Lincoln Navigator to work every day.
Okay.
And he
Drugs.
showed me a picture of his garage, and there's
Heads.
Clam.
there's a
Engine
Ferrari
skins.
458 a C6 Corvette, a Viper, another Ferrari, and 2 Formula cars.
He wants to fuck you.
No.
Or
Yeah,
give
he
you a
does.
lot of drugs.
Yeah, he
You
does.
should hook him up with that professor.
He just wants to see me like.
That's his version of a dick pic, is what that is.
I take
Do
that.
all these cars have bombs in them? Are you trying to kill me?
Thank you, teacher.
Wow.
I even made chocolate covered peanut butter stuffed marshmallows, and I offered her one as
That's
a
the
peace.
best.
They are, but I offered her one as a peace offering, and you only give them to special people.
Oh yeah.
And that's a peace offering, and she's
that
like,
explains why I've never been offered one ever.
Yeah.
she's like,
I got a whole fucking tin of them for my birthday once.
I gave you the night of your life.
My birthday's in like a month, so
My birthday's in November.
yeah.
I was born once.
Mine's in August, but I want them now. I want them for Martin Luther King's birthday. That's what I want them
oh,
for.
the chocolate, and actually everything I have
Celebrate
for
chocolate
it
and
is
Martin
in
Luther
the
King
car,
on the same
which is
day.
in the shop in Maryland. So we just need to break into there, like Breaking Bad style, just
Breaking
to get
Clam.
the ingredients for.
Clam.
Oh.
Emily, we have to cook.
Cookies.
Every time I say that quote, I get more and more. We have to cook. Just we have to cook.
I'm more preferable to National Treasure, sealing the
Who? What? Where?
Declaration of Clam Dependence.
Clam Dependence. I knew that was out.
The Clamstitution sounds better.
One of my favorite cities is Clamadelphia. I think that this is.
What time are we at?
We're at an hour and.
If
one.
you're going to Clam France.
Clam Cisco.
I had a good one.
Take it to the next level.
No, you didn't. You've never had a good one
I
ever.
did. I did.
It's disturbing.
Fucking, I was with Kyle and we were listening to this one country song. Like that's Darius Rucker. It's Hootie. He goes Hootie. I'm like Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish. He goes, why does that sound firm? Like you and me would come from different worlds. And he,
Hold
How do you
my clam. Want you to hold my. I'm sorry.
he's just like, how would you work clam into that? I'm like, you and me would come from different clams.
So, am I wrong?
That's the best.
That's great.
This title is gonna have something clam related.
No.
What else can I do when the tests they all been clammed?
You're starting to sound a little bit like that guy from Pearl Clam.
It sounds pretty much the same though.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, that's how everyone in the 90s sang.
Yeah, Sting.
I'll tell you what, I have the satellite radio name of Pearl Jam channel. I belt that shit out like a 16-year-old girl.
What channel
I
is
don't
the
even
Pearl
care.
Jam channel?
The one that plays Pearl Jam.
Yeah, but which one is that?
I don't
The
know.
one-
What's the number?
Why don't you ride home with me and you can find out?
I know where you live.
I know you know where I live, and I know where you live.
Nobody knows where I live.
I know where you sleep. I'm gonna sneak in and curl up with you.
Nobody knows what
I
I
tried
You have to
that.
get
It didn't
Jerry
work
My,
out.
my
that
couch.
first.
I've trained my couch to attack people.
Okay.
After you won that argument.
I won that argument, and
That
now
was
that
the
couch
deal.
is my bitch.
Yeah, that was the deal.
She's got it rigged up that she pulls on a thing and the couch just rolls over on top of her. And it just kind
It
of
rolls
shields
Justin
her.
on top of her. It pees on her. Smushes donuts on her. With a condescending look.
No. Rolls wouldn't waste donuts like that.
That's good.
He doesn't listen. We can say whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't listening, nigga. Ah. Oh my god.
Justin Clamble.
No, but why? Do you have Sirius or XM?
XM.
She's serious.
It may only be on Sirius.
I want to
Don't give
listen
me
to
that.
Howard Stern, but that's only on Sirius.
Well, you can pay an extra $4 a month and get it. There's
Well,
an everything.
I have
package.
this car for a week.
Oh,
The
okay.
speakers are banging.
Are they?
They
Not
are.
as banging as you and I were that one night.
Oh, you know it.
Remember, guys?
Yeah, I remember. Y'all remember? Wink, wink.
From behind.
That professor's like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
That was my clam.
Yeah.
Paradise stole it.
Paradise stole my
I
clam.
was giving Emily all the signs. I don't know why she didn't pay attention.
Lawsuits? It doesn't get any better than that.
Lawsuits, death threats. I mean,
Suicide.
what more do you want?
Genocide.
Do I have to thrust my boobs into your face? What do you want?
Oh. See, now you're talking my language. Boob thrusting. Come on.
I was in that band, boob thrusting.
They were a German speed metal band.
What was that hit song of
Their
theirs?
hit single was the White
Which means
Wolf.
I hate non-whites. That's what that means.
They're a neo-Nazi group.
Charlie was the lead singer, right?
Oh man, could you imagine that?
This is all your fault for being here. You know that, right?
Why?
All of
That
it.
we actually have an interesting podcast. Your listeners are just gonna come back.
I think
four of them.
Emily and I should just do our own podcast.
It's not like
That
everybody's talking
depends
over
what kind of
everybody
music
else.
will be playing in the background of said podcast.
No, we're not doing like Barry White. Settle down. Get your freaking Captain and Tennille hat on.
Oh, I don't have a phone.
Yeah, you could swing by when I get my old one. When I get my my new laptop back, we can cast it up.
Cast it up.
I'm
name of
not
the
100%
podcast.
opposed
Name
to
of
that
the
idea.
podcast.
You are, or you aren't.
I said I'm not
Cast
100%
away.
opposed.
We
It
can-
might be 99.9,
We'll
but
be doing it from bed, but I mean,
Special guest, Sherry Espinade.
oh,
She comes out from behind the covers. Hi.
Lesbian.
okay.
I
On a
wonder what it
podcast,
would
I'm
be
a
like to eat a
lesbian.
midget.
yes,
Please
That's
welcome
a
special
thing.
guest.
That's a thing from when I was over the other day.
which is
I was-
referencing a thing.
Please welcome
Uh,
special guest Rudy the Rape Rhinoceros.
well,
Rudy!
Emily, what we will have on in the background of our podcast, our music for our intimacy, will obviously be some Clam Halen.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Clay
And-
Morrison.
and-
Ice cream
from Railroad.
clams stop me when I'm
Dude.
passing by.
Sounds about right.
Poor Brody.
Are
we done?
American clam.
Never.
Yeah, we're pretty much done.
Everyone say goodbye.
We're never done.
Bye.
Oh.
We're right. Riley's not here.
I don't care. Just everyone say goodbye.
At the same time.
Yo.
Tea bottles, lamps, cupcakes.
This podcast has been brought to you by mariachi bands,
And clams.
clams,
Clams.
Charlie Charnego,
Charlie Charnegro.
The University of Emily.
the University of Emily.
No
Fighting
clams.
Like
So
to-
Fighting Clams.
Home of
I'd like to
Fighting
remind
Clams.
everybody that the Fighting Clams 2014 season tickets are available for sale. Call 1-800-CLAMEGULA for details. Also by Rowles. Rowles' 2014 season is not available for sale because there's nothing to sell other than fat. Mike O'Donnell. Mike O'Donnell's busted taillight.
Mike McDonald's
Weed.
busted taillight in and weed
Yeah.
in his busted
A
taillight.
lot of weed.
And domestic violence.
Also been brought to you by me and Emily having sexual intercourse and then doing a podcast immediately thereafter.
Woo.
Also brought to you by Sherry Lesbian Chicks. Telling you she's a lesbian since beginning of time.
This podcast is gay, that's why it's ending. Because,
It's
you
not a
know,
very
it's
good
gay.
podcast. It's more like a talk show.
I'm gay.
I'm a podcast.
The Chicago Cubs? It's why the fuck not, right?
Oakland Raiders.
We're tossing everything else out. The Clam Francisco Giants.
Deep dish pizza.
Deep dish pizza, deep dick pizza. Who cares?
Deep fried
Deep
dick.
fried dicks.
Who do you want to win the Super Bowl?
Banana hammocks.
You know who I want to win the Super Bowl?
Everyone.
Me.
Hypothermia. And here's why. They're having...
This show also brought to you by Hypothermia.
Thank you. They're having the Super Bowl, as you may or may not know, in New York this year.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be at MetLife. It's going to be outdoors.
Yes.
And I want all of these twats to freeze their balls off. I really do. All these freaking
show brought to you
meathead,
by Twats and
350-pound... Turn that off. I'm trying to make a statement.
You actually made him turn off his guitar. It wasn't
I hope
possible.
it's 10 degrees. I hope it's blowing snow. I hope it's ice.
I hope people are getting
These 350-pound linemen want to strut around with their barbed wire tattoos underneath their jerseys with no sleeves. Fine. Die in the cold. I don't care. And I hope Bruno Mars has to perform in the freezing. And his lips get fucking chapped, and he just sits out.
This show brought to you by Poseidon, Greek god of the seas, where forks are for eating and tridents are for ruling the seven seas.
Good night, everybody.